Sound of Freedom, with $85 million over the first 13 days of release, has stunned Hollywood. It's taken woke Hollywood by storm. And of course, the mainstream media has tried to do everything in their power to pull this down. It has become this culture war issue, effectively. I'm not sure why. It doesn't need to be. There shouldn't be anything inherently political about saying don't hurt children or protect children or child trafficking is bad, but that's what it's turned into. We saw attacks from basically leftist media trying to say that this is a big conspiracy, something like this. And we talked about it earlier. If you want to have criticisms about an actor or a producer or people involved with it or something like that, okay, I get it. I probably disagree with you, but I get it. The content itself, the movie itself, is not a conspiracy and it's not political. And we've been saying, if you're trying to label this as some sort of conspiracy movie, if you're trying to say that child trafficking is something that nobody should worry about, you might have something to hide. Well, in the case of this Bloomberg article, apparently that is the case, but this person's not doing too much to hide it. QAnon and Sound of Freedom both rely on tired Hollywood tropes. Sex trafficking movies routinely skip over some very important questions, which give the conspiratorial right room to run wild. Well, the issue with this article from Bloomberg, written by Noah Berlatsky, is the writer himself. Take a look at this. As you can see, this tweet by Bloomberg has gotten completely ratioed, almost 2,500 comments to 172 likes. Maybe there's a reason for that. The guy who wrote the article they are linking, Noah Berlatsky, child sex workers' biggest threat, the police. Parents are tyrants. Parent is an oppressive class like rich people or white people. Pedophiles are essentially a stigmatized group. Certain people get designated as deviants and people hate them. Maybe that's just a couple weird things. I don't know. Maybe that's just a couple weird things. Oh, wait. The person who wrote this Bloomberg opinion piece is leftist activist Noah Berlatsky. He was the spokesperson for MAP, Minor Attracted Person Advocacy Group, Protasia. He previously tweeted that pedophiles are a stigmatized group. He also called the sex offender registries racist. Look at this guy. This guy deserves to be on a list, if not all.
Just the way that it looks, yeah. Absolutely.
These are the people that are writing mainstream media articles trying to shit on Sound of Freedom. Literal pedo activists.
And this is what we've been saying, basically, for the past couple weeks with Sound of Freedom being out and stuff. It's like, well, a lot of these people are obviously people that have something to hide. These are people that are, and obviously we know a lot about this guy, but it makes me wonder how many of these other activists that are out there that are writing these articles also have things that could be in their closets and stuff as well. But man, dude, like this literally proves everything that we've been saying for the past couple weeks. And of course, another thing, I mean, this is we're just in another situation where all of these people that are in the media, people on Twitter, all of these leftists and stuff are basically gaslighting us and saying that this is another conspiracy theory that we're working up and stuff. We literally have proof right here, people. It's right in front of our face that we have been right once again.
And ironically, this dude also said that most child trafficking victims are not coerced. Like, this is, again, Protasia, a MAP, a pedo advocacy group. People are trying to normalize pedophilia. People who even want to call it MAP, to try to get away from the word pedo.
Right.
Child trafficking narratives are misleading. Like, this guy is a fucking
what the fuck,
freak,
man.
When people talk about child sex trafficking, they generally have an idea of kidnapping rings and violent coercion. But most underage people who trade sex don't have pimps. Adults in their lives have failed to provide them with food and shelter. These people are disgusting.
Dude, that
and
is
disturbing.
They're literally doing mental gymnastics to try to justify, oh, well, they have a troubled childhood. That's why they're doing these things. Like, every excuse in the book for them to be these disgusting, vile human pieces of shit.
I guess, exactly like Josiah said, I guess we told you so. Now, I certainly don't think that everyone who has anything to say bad about Sound of Freedom is like this dude. But there are people out there that are driving the narrative, out there in the public eye that are like this. This is the lengths that people are going to try to attack Sound of Freedom.